Hi folks, so you're doing this is sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana reporting for November the 5th. Yep, it's November the 5th in IST India Standard Time. I'm not giving you the UTC now onwards because a lot of things dynamics are changing and I'm trying to focus on the sun mostly because the sun news cycle is about to begin and we're going to see lot of events which are going to reshape the humanity, folks. That's what I'm worried about. So I have predicted hashtag MAY 2025 END. Okay, folks. The reason for this episode main was the US elections. We are seeing the US elections uncovering as the early voters have already voted. Almost 77 million plus voters have already voted for the president race of the US. Out of the 270 total counts of seats uh, we need to have the majority either by Democrats or Republicans. So, folks, this is very tight race. I tell you, I promised you that I'm going to predict you something this time on the elections. However, there are a few certain impediments which I see around myself, so I have to be refraining myself from a lot of controversial topics. I'll explore more and I'll tell you more about it. Okay, before we jump into the discussion and the outcome of US elections, which is India time, I'm reporting, which is on November 5th. So basically, it's November 4th in the US, the end of November 4th, basically. So they have not entered the November 5th actually. So I'm reporting this to you. However, let's go to my personal disclaimer first. I want to brief you again. There are lots of controversial topics here. So, personal disclaimer once again that sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana, has never participated in India metaphor morons, rapists, racist faces, devils, games and tricks around my neighborhood. And these are just by some international idiots, I'll say some leadership idiots who want to basically have a metaphor tricks around my neighborhood. And these guys who want to basically hijack everything which the international leadership is favoring onto some people. I know who they are talking about and they know what I'm talking about. So I want to just clarify once again that sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana, which is me, has never taken anything, any delivery of car, cash, money, bounty, international visa, or females or girls, because these are just some things which have been circling around for past 1 year relentlessly around me, around my neighborhood. And I have never participated in them. I have never taken anything. I have not been into them because the racist faces devils of India are basically only dedicated to the devils. Okay, they will only side with devils and the delivery will go by default to devils. And saints never participate and saints never demand anything, but these devils of India, the racist faces, rapist devils of India, want females, want girls, want car, cash, money, international visas. So the international leadership is aware, even Donald Trump is aware what I'm talking about, that sjsrana has never taken anything, never demanded anything, in fact never participated and never desired for such things, because these are just devil outcome and the devils have taken everything. So as you can see, sjsrana, I'm just giving my snaps here so that you are aware. So imposters of India, which are always around my neighborhood, the racist faces, rapist imposters who are gathering all these things, hijacking females around my neighborhood, terrorizing females around my neighborhood, which I know is basically now India has become the largest sex trafficking nation of the world. Yep, India is the largest and the fastest growing sex trafficking females around my neighborhood. And the devils, the racist faces, rapist devils have grabbed, hijacked, terrorized females and picked everything. I just want to make that clear so that there is no discrepancy, there is no ambiguity, and we are all on the same page. So as you can see, this is my front yard of my residence. Folks, I have my own life, which is spiritual mostly, and I do not have time for the other metaphor morons, what they call B-shit. Sorry, I have to repeat this word, but I want to repeat one more time because this is just to give you the glimpse, just give you the idea how how terrific these people are, horrible, and they have been grabbing all around my neighborhood, everything. And I know about it. I'm aware. I've been alerting you all the time that I don't participate. I'm not going to be participating in it because this is not my way of living the life. I have a very serene and a very saintly way of living life. It's a challenge to anyone who can challenge on this. Life of serenity is always better. That's the challenge I put to everyone. The life of serenity, the life of tranquility, harmony with nature, and with the beings of all planet, including all the animal kingdom, all the underwater kingdom, and the skies kingdom, and everything is all into one unison. And I want to live in peace and harmony, and that's what I pray for all, and that's what I intend to have humanity look for it. So coming to the point, straight to the point. Let's cut the chase. That this is my neighborhood, as you can see around. I just give a small glimpse because I don't want to cover it all, because there are a lot of other people who are racist, fascist can implicate me in some false cases. So I have always avoided people in India, basically, mostly in India, to have talk with strangers. Because you never know that stranger could be a racist, fascist devil, could be a rapist, could be a marital rape person, could be raping his wife at his home, because India permits marital rapes of India females. Yep. It's the you are discovering India, you have to discover a lot. These people allow openly to rape females which are married. Yep. If you are married, you can rape legally in India. So married males have freedom after 1947 to rape the females. So, anyways, folks, coming back to my point, I am, as you can see, I'm entering the residence. I'm a gate which is here. I've given you all the details, and I am a single man army. I work alone, and I work for humanity. I've been editor in chief for onewordpress.wordpress.com for last 14 plus years. I've been always putting my articles on lot other various forms, international sites, which is away from mainstream media, because what I cover is not covered by mainstream media. Mainstream media is mostly political. I tell you, folks, they cover political, and they are mostly political people, and there is no mainstream media which is apolitical. So it's very hard to find them. So as a result, I've always been posting my articles. I've been sending my personal subscribed emails from sjsrana at yahoo.com to people, to the various forums, various organizations, various you can say the media outlets. Also, have been sending them to the Media Guild, International Media Guild, because I have always been fond of them, of the news coverage they've done, basically for the planet Earth and for humanity also. However, because I want to give them the touch base of what's going on, pre-alert humanity on events of the world, future events, basically, which are going to shape the humanity, reshape the humanity. So I've been always aligning my thoughts with them, so that they can capture and they can propagate this message to the people around, and so they can all live in sync, harmony with the nature. So, folks, as you can see, I always have nature around. I plant tree around my neighborhood, which is basically I also keep in my vicinity. You can see in my front yard I have a tree. So I love nature, and that's my part. And I have solar setup installed on my rooftop. Yep, I did it in very early stages. The moment I purchased this house, I owned this house. I purchased this house. I installed immediately the solar cells or the solar system, so that I could live off the grid. I don't want to be attached to the grid or main power line. So most of my electricity throughout the day is being run by solar. So just so that we are more attuned towards the nature, and less burning of fossil fuel is my idea. So that's why I keep mentioning I like this guy Elon Musk, who is basically putting a lot of efforts to bring up EV vehicles and next phase vehicles, next generation vehicles which are going to come, and I look forward for that part, which is good part. We'll see that. On that vehicle side, I would love to see Elon Musk truck, the truck which he has, the EV truck, being driven by Optimus, his latest humanoid which he has released. So it will be a good thing if he can run that car run by Optimus, that robot which has been released. It's a good step forward. He has promised to release that robot for 20K to 30K mid-range, which will be affordable to a lot of US citizens and families. So going forward with the AI integration, we have a lot of new things which are going to reshape the humanity, folks. I tell you, a lot of fantastic things are ahead, and they are going to basically simplify the lives of human, and basically you can say rekindle the growth of humanity. Because once they see the things are being done automatically, or regular chores of the house or whatever is being done, then they have greater time to focus, meditate, to think about themselves and to get themselves free from the clutches of the world politics and other, you can say, the nexus. So, folks, I'm just going to continue on what is going to be the future for U.S. election. That's my main topic. But right now, I'm just a little bit covering tidbits on my basic concern that I have been a victim of this metaphor gang of India. It's called gang stalking, because the world leadership had some favors. They wanted to do me some favors, so they had done a way of basically providing some bounties, gifts, car, cash, money, whatnot. And I really appreciate their gesture, but I tell you, I have never participated in it. I am not a part in it, and neither do I like it, because the racist faces rapist devils of India, the gangsters, the scammers, the thugs, and state sponsored terrorism have all merged together to form a nexus. So instead of the goods, the favors coming directly to me, these devils, Association of India, have basically hijacked, intercepted like virus. Yep, they acted like a virus, which are basically always around my neighborhood like a virus, and they'll intercept, interject, and they will try to hijack everything around. And they have been doing it for past 1 year. Relentlessly, they have captured all the people, person, females who have come to meet me or see me, knowing my profile and what I've been doing for humanity and what I intend to do further. And these people are the devils of India, racist faces, rapist devils. They are like a virus. So they'll leech on you, and they'll always be around your neighborhood. So because temporary they are around, because they want to grab everything, hijack, and then run away. So the basic philosophy of these hijackers of India, the racist faces devils of India, is to grab, rape, and run. Yep. They don't spend more than 5-10 minutes. Once they get the things, they grab, rape, and run. Like, you can say, like a robber, like a dacoity. They'll grab, rape, and run. They'll grab, hijack, terrorize, rape, run. This has been the philosophy all along. So I want to just touch base with you what has been going around past 1 year, which is from 2023 to 2024. Okay, these devils of India around my neighborhood, mostly vicinity, have a simple philosophy: to grab, terrorize, rape, hijack, run. So they run mostly. Within 5-10 minutes, they'll vanish from the place, because they don't have existence, folks. They are just making some temporary metaphor moron gameplay, and they grab the things and they run away. Because the international leadership is watching just for some instance or for some limited scope. They have no idea of the reality, because state-sponsored terrorism, racism, fascism, rapist devil's agenda is there. So that's what is in the play, and I always avoid them. I have my sixth sense. I do sense it, so I avoid it. I knew right from the beginning that this is going to be a huge fallout. There's going to be a huge fallout. What's been going on? The sex trafficking of females. Females have been promised, terrorized. They bring it around my neighborhood, around my vicinity, and these racist faces, devils of India, the gangsters. It's not a gangster, it's a state-sponsored terrorism involved in it. A lot of government renegade officials were raping females. I let you know. You are aware of that, and females are aware of that. And they have brought these females around my vicinity, around my neighborhood, and knowing always and every time, I don't participate. I never participate. I have never taken anything. I have not even met any female. Just to let you know, even though being the original personality, the favors for me, I've never met even a single person. All these people around my neighborhood, around here where I am, they have hijacked, terrorized, and they have looted, plundered, and raped, molested females one after another, each and every passing day. The gameplay they show to the world, showcasing, is that they are doing a matchmaking. What a perfect pathological liar. A matchmaking after terrorizing a female, after basically hijacking the female. So, in hijacking sense, they control who they meet, who they don't meet. Yeah, the person who comes here, the hijackers, the racist faces, devils association, make sure who they want to meet, who they don't want to meet. So, like me, they will always avoid. They will never meet me. They will never see me. They will only release that person once I'm not there. Because I have a very rare sighting around my neighborhood. I don't even interact a lot of people. I told you earlier, because every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against saints, humanity, and original personality as sjsrana. So I always avoided them, folks. I don't talk to strangers around my neighborhood, but other rapists, racist faces, devils do. They grab everything like bullfrog. Everything passing around, they'll grab. Even if somebody is like a prostitute, they'll grab. So these kind of devils have the devil mindset to grab everything around. and it's a complete state-sponsored terrorism nexus, I tell you, folks. So I always stayed away from that. The original personality, sjsrana, will never interact with such people. Neither do I believe in that. Neither do I basically promote that culture. It's a India raping culture. So folks, always stay away from that. I am very straightforward on this, that there are to be ethical standards. The integrity of a man is much higher. Ethical standards, the moral standards are much more higher than the surreal life or the simple life, rudimentary life which people live. You have to have high standards of living. You have to have high standards of morality, ethics, and integrity, because integrity is main concept in your life, which drives your DNA, and which basically spreads across, and it's like a aura, like a aura, like sun spreads the CMEs, the waves, the sun, you can say the sun magnetic field. That's how it is, folks. That's why I keep referring to sun all the time, because that's the key core component of our solar system, of our existence. You got to be very careful and got to be very thankful to sun, and whosoever is driving the sun, folks. So just to be on the other side. So coming back to straight to the point, I want to let you know that I am referring myself for a lot of predictions on the US election, because as a result, I told you the racist, fascist, rapist devils association around me, around my neighborhood, always have been hijacking, grabbing, terrorizing females, persons, and grabbing visas, international visas, cash, money, bounties, everything they have grabbed. And you can see, and everybody knows what I'm talking about, especially the leadership which knows about this whole episode, that Surinderjit Singh Rana, me, sjsrana, has never taken any visa, any international visa. I have not grabbed anything, but the others have hijacked, terrorized, and grabbed everything. And that's why I hate such people, and they have basically become a contingent on me. Why? Because they have become enemies, arch enemies, because I'm the original personality. So as a result, I tell you what has happened is, a lot of people from India have conspired against me, and they have tried to block my account. As you can see, as a result, my Instagram account has been recently blocked from November 4th onwards, and they want me to appeal. And I'm not going to appeal to these buggers, these criminal cronies, Facebook and Instagram. It's a benefit that they have me. If I'm not there, it's not I'm losing anything. These criminal cronies of Facebook, basically Zuckerberg, is losing the original personality. So the Zuckerberg organization of criminal cronies should be ashamed, not me, because what I have been posting in Facebook and Instagram is not of my personal use or for some, what usually is there on Facebook and Instagram is promoting prawn culture, the pornographic images, or child sex they are promoting every time. I'm not that kind of personality. So basically, if I'm not there, I'm thankful I'm not there, because I'm not going to appeal. These criminal cronies, Zuckerberg criminal cronies, should fear the truth. They are basically part and parcel of devil, I tell you, folks. And once whosoever is the next president, I'll request for the next president to push out this dirty Zuckerberg politics and political bargain, because he's become a devil, sex devil. And what he has been doing is basically promoting culture of child pornography on Instagram and Facebook, and also other nonsense thing. And this has become a big conglomerate. I want to tell the administration of US that they must restrict or split the social media of Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg cannot be present everywhere and on everything. So he is controlling almost all social media with Meta, with Instagram, with WhatsApp, with Threads, with Facebook. So the US authorities have to cut him down, have to cut him into pieces. So all these pieces should not talk with Zuckerberg. And it is very important, otherwise he is going to become a complete virus to the whole social media. He's already acting like a virus, and he's going to become a virus to the whole social media. Why? Because he can hijack the account anytime, and he can basically limit complete communication of a person, because WhatsApp, Instagram, Threads, WhatsApp, Facebook are very major critical social media components in running age. It's thank for God that Twitter has come out, because the criminal cronies of Twitter were thrown out. Now Elon Musk's hold Twitter, which is known as X now. So it's a different portal altogether, promising free speech, whereas the Zuckerberg criminal cronies are basically acting like just what Twitter used to act a few years ago, which is 4 or 5 years ago. So what kind of post I'm putting on my Instagram, Facebook, Threads, you may ask. So I'm going to share that in a moment. As you can see, I'm sharing you the snapshot of my oneworldpress.wordpress.com. It's also known as oneworldpress.org. Remember that org word is very important. It's an organization which is run by me alone. I'm editor-in-chief and I'm publisher and I'm also promoter and I'm also marketing for the humanity. So it's for the humanity. It's a free portal, free site. I don't ask anybody to pay anything to visit my site, but the ideas I share is for the humanity. So you can see this kind of article I'm presenting, and it's mostly exposing the sex trafficking industry of India. Number one, it's exposing the pedophiles, predators network, and what justice awaits them. Recently, I've been pursuing Diddy Combs relentlessly, and I've been writing a lot of articles that he'll be punished. I don't see him out of the jail. I've already predicted, just like I predicted for Weinstein, I predicted for Ghislaine Maxwell. I also predicted the same for other pedophiles like Jeffrey Epstein. So he never saw the sunlight. So that kind of situation is what happens to a person who basically exploits women and females and basically subjugate them with terror and basically for sex pleasure. So that's what my idea is to humanity, that they have to be very alert. And Diddy Combs, recently the sex trafficking industry has been exposed, and 120 plus female have become a witness to the court. So this is something where I've already predicted that he'll be in the jail. He will not come out, no matter how much influence he has. And that's what is going to happen in May 2025 trial. Yeah, his trial date is set for May 2025. I also predicted way long ago, 3-4 months ago, that by hashtag MAY 2025 END, yep, we are seeing the end times, folks, very soon. It's not something to scare you, or you should be very what you can say in panic or chaos. It is for you to prepare. There are a lot of things which are going to take shape by hashtag MAY 2025 END at the end times. Sort of what you're going to see will be bizarre, and everything will be there, from earth upheavals, tremors, earthquake, volcano activity, tsunamis, water change, and a lot of hurricanes and tornadoes and whatnot. And also the sun will get hyperactive. So this is why I've seen what I've seen. I'm predicting, I've given to you, and I'm writing articles on it so that you can understand what is going to come by 2025. So folks, as you can see my articles on oneworldpress.wordpress.com, these are the same articles which I share and post subsequently on Instagram, Facebook and Threads. And for these articles, the Facebook, shameless Facebook, Threads, Instagram, the criminal cronies networking of Zuckerberg has basically suspended my account. So you can see these articles. The reason for them is these articles are too true to be true. So these articles are too true to be true. So they don't like it. That's why the Zuckerberg criminal crony enterprise, which is running Facebook, Threads, Instagram, WhatsApp, it's present everywhere now like a virus, has suspended all my accounts. So this virus of Zuckerberg has to be split now, folks. The president who's going to come next will be having this duty to split Zuckerberg and keep them away. So all these things have to be differentiated. He should not have one go. Zuckerberg should not own all the social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, and Threads. That's my future prediction. So we're going to split Zuckerberg. This virus has to be split across. So, okay, folks, we can take a look at the sun. It's basically preparing for CME. So, another 3-4 days as it passes by, we're going to see another major CMEs directly heading towards the planet Earth. So, prepare for it. Okay, folks, now another main topic which is going on is basically the Canada government versus India government. Yeah, there's a big dispute, there's a big row, there's a big slamming campaign going on, and Canada has basically slammed India again and again and again. Canada has caught India red handed, folks. I tell you for many reasons, and these reasons are justified and they have a valid reason to catch India because India was basically slithering through the diplomatic channels. They were conducting a lot of criminal activities which Canada has basically exposed. And consulting with I5 intelligence of the nations, Canada has reaffirmed and re-clarified that India diplomats in their nations are running criminal campaign. It has gone further to even label the India ruling BJP party Union Minister Amit Shah. Yep, to that account they have labeled that Amit Shah, Union Home Minister of India, was running criminal violence campaign in Canada, was involved in that. So that's what Canada is accused, folks. These all things which I'm telling you is basically news. It's not that something I'm making out or it's something I'm speaking for it. What happens, folks, usually when I speak truth, when I basically delineate and give them the right perspective, point of view of what's going around across the world and globe, basically a lot of people becomes anti me because they think as if I am saying something out of me. If Canada has ousted India diplomats, it's not because I've told them to do so or it's because of me. It's because of the diplomats, the India diplomats in Canada were doing something criminal, were involved in criminal activities or criminal campaign. And after finding with real investigation, in-depth investigation, they have shunted out India diplomats. Yep, because they find India diplomats were getting involved with criminal networking in the Canada. So this is not a joke. This is not something which is coming out of a dream. It is with the facts, with I7 intelligence, with I5 intelligence, the Western nations, which has UK, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, US, France, Germany. These all other nations are part of it. They basically corroborate all the information which is basically hurting their interest. And Canada has outrightly spoken without any fear, without any prejudice. It has spoken. It has outspoken. Other nations are still thinking about their own credibility. The UK is fearful. The America is a little bit fearful. The Germany is obviously too fearful. France is a little bit fearful. So they don't expose. But the Canada is not fearful. It's basically exposing. It's giving India again and again warnings and warnings after warning. So recently the Canada has highlighted that India cyber hackers are a major threat to the Canada. Yep. For the first time in the assessment 2025-2026 cyber threat assessment to the Canada, the government has put India in the list of cyber threat to a nation. India is put as a cyber threat to the nation of Canada. So folks, this is not just a joke. It's not just that things are coming out of thin air. They have done a lot of investigation. They found that India hackers, most of them originating from India, most of them are targeting Canadians, trolling them, hijacking their account, perhaps suspending their account. So that activities are going from India. Canada has already given that complete detail on it, that why they have seen and they have put India into the cyber threat to Canada. So imagine if India has been put as cyber threat to Canada, it would be also a cyber threat to US, to other Western nations, I7, I5, because they don't have much more details on it yet, or they are not tracking it as such because they have other matters which are more serious. So they have not come forward. But I tell you, folks, all these nations have sharing of intelligence. The Interpol is already linked with investigations where from which nation is originating this cyber threats, trolling, and hacking of accounts, hijacking of accounts. They know. The Interpol knows. That's why recently the UK has made one effort, clearly outspoken, thanks to the Stammer, the UK Prime Minister Stammer, who has outspoken and said clearly that they want to limit the immigration. The illegal immigrants are a major issue to the UK, to Europe. And this time they have taken a stronger stance and they want to basically cut off all these illegal immigrants who basically barge into their nation without any documentation, and then the whole nation falls into a trap. It's like a whole nation falling into a gorge because they are hijacking their healthcare system. The illegal immigrants are hijacking their healthcare system, their public utilities, their other things. for which they pay no taxes. Folks, you got to understand this is a big major issue in US election. You have no idea how big this issue is. The US citizens feel about it, that the people from India especially, because India has the explosion, population bomb explosion, are barging into their nation illegally. They're barging it, they're grabbing land, they're grabbing everything, for which they're paying no tax, and they're just grabbing, hijacking everything around, and that has got to stop. And nations are taking steps now to stop India illegal immigrants, which is basically you can call trespassing morons. The trespassing morons of India are spreading tentacles everywhere. I tell you, folks. I've been alerting you for 2-3 months now, because I've given you the prediction hashtag MAY 2025 END. So the metaphor is right in front of your eyes. I have already given the prediction hashtag MAY 2025 END. Hi, this is sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh reporting for November 3rd, 2024, and we got a lot of world events. We're gonna cover this episode. However, look at the sun facing directly Earth, CME. Also, it gives some ominous look for the Halloween, October 31st, which just passed away, and you can see still the remnants of Halloween can be seen all around on sun. So anyways, folks, sun is ready to again flare. Solar maximum 25 elapsed, and we're going to see solar cycle 26 emerge with major flares for 2025. I've already predicted hashtag MAY 2025 END. Yep, I've been predicting that, and this prediction has been going on for last 14 years on my oneworldpress.wordpress.com or oneworldpress.org. Yep, this is my site domain for last 14 years. I've been editor-in-chief, and I've been reporting to you for all world events in advance before it's news. As always, I keep reminding you of my personal disclaimer that sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana, which is me, has never taken anything from metaphor morons, rapists, racist, fascist devils of India running around my neighborhood. Some metaphor moron tricks has always been there. As you can see, this is my neighborhood here. I have my car parking, and I'm parking my car over here in the front yard, just in front of my front gate. So, folks, the reminder is here so that you can understand that there are many thugs, scammers, imposters, impersonators in India, which will have start some scam or game, look like a game or scam in the neighborhood, where they will do some action so that they can be on the right location and time, and then they can grab, steal, thug the bounties, car, cash, money, international visa. Yeah, it's very popular. The hungry beggars of India, the racist hungry beggars of India are all around. You throw them some visa and the hungry beggars will jump on it. It doesn't matter whether they have a $1 million in their account or they have $1 in their account. The hungry beggars of India, racist, fascist, devil, rapist of India, will always grab, pounce, steal, thug females, girls, international visas, car, money, cash. They'll steal, they'll grab, they'll do anything for that. They'll die for it. You have no idea about the Indian beggars. The tendency is in their DNA of begging and basically stealing of others. Also, we know the trespassing morons of India, which is 90,000 above, were basically shunted out of US recently in September 2024, where the whole charter flight took place from DHS, which basically shunted out 90,000 Indians. Yep, the trespassing morons are always in the DNA. You can see the DNA. It's trespass into any place, any nation. That's in the DNA. We see for the racist, fascist, rapist devils of India. So, folks, once again, I'm highlighting like my frontier residents and whatnot. See, I'm telling you these. I'm sharing all these glimpses of my personal life. Some of the glimpse, which is basically public also, because the car I'm parking is on a front yard of mine, and this is the reason I'm doing it, because there are a lot of thugs, impersonators, scammers of India, which will basically grab things or which will demand from international leadership, international visas, car, cash, money, bounty, females, girls, So that has been going on, and it's merged with the India sex trafficking industry. India sex trafficking industry is the fastest and the largest industry in the world. Yep, it will be hard for you to believe, but India sex trafficking industry is the largest and the fastest industry in the world, folks. Not only do they have over 80 million females daily traded, sold, exchanged, raped, molested, grabbed, hijacked. Yep, 85 million is not a normal number. That's daily traded India females. So India females for sales basically, which the sex trafficking agency agents of India claim in my neighborhood. So in the beginning you saw my personal disclaimer. As always, I have always told you that sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana, has never taken anything from India racists, fascists, rapists, devils, delivery agents. Yep, delivery agents. These are basically racist, fascist, and rapist devils of India, the delivery agents. So the world leadership is aware, but I keep reminding them again and again that whatever you hire as a delivery agent, they are all racist, fascist, rapist devils. These people have no spine. They are spineless people, and they are the thugs, scammers itself, and they are part and parcel of the larger nexus of India criminal cronies. So basically, they're working from India. India basically maybe state-sponsored terrorism or criminal cronies. So never trust them. As I keep repeating you always, that 8 out of 10, every 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth tellers, and original personality as sjsrana. Yep, that has been the trait, and you got to see in the eyes of the devil to know the devil is there. The devil is surging, and devil is expanding tentacles all across the globe. So this is something which we are uncovering now from India, how the global tentacles of racist, fascist, rapist, devils association of India is spreading now. So folks, I keep all these posts updated and give you all some glimpses of the videos of my zone areas, where I just keep telling you that I am always away, far away from this racist, fascist, rapist, devils industry and sex trafficking industry. I've never accepted any female, any girl. I've never taken it. I've never participated. I've never been into the metaphor morons, rapists, racist, fascist, devils, raping devils of India. These things are always around my neighborhood. I keep telling you again and again. So today I just arrived. I was at my other residence for past 7-8 days, several days, which was in Jawaharnagar. This is in Galaxy Enclave, or the urban village in Kalwara, so which is near Mahindra Says, which is very popular in Jaipur. So anyways, folks, this is just to share some glimpses that I just arrived today at my residence one, which is basically I've been here for a very long time, and you are aware I've been updating you a lot of posts from here. And on oneworldpress.org, I'm updating all the posts. You can always click on it and get to know the latest and the greatest which is going on. So folks, as you can see, I parked my car in front of my front yard. The gate is open, so which is very rare, because I'm not a person who is sighted very easily. I have a life which is very surreal, and it's basically more focused on spiritual life. So I don't interact with a lot of people, just to let you know, folks. I'm not that kind of person, and neither do I'm most available, abundantly available, visible creature of India. Basically, as I keep telling you, the perverts, pedophile, predators, thugs, scammers, impersonators are most abundantly available, visible creatures in India. Yep, wherever you go, you'll hit them first, or they will grab you. Moment you are around in my neighborhood, there are many thugs, scammers, some outsiders, who knows, they'll grab everything. You throw them prison time, they'll grab it. So I've been telling you again and again, throw them some prison time, so they grab it. They have a habit of grabbing, just like a bullfrog, American bullfrog. The bullfrog will grab everything, scorpion, snake, whatnot, any trash you give them, it'll grab. So there are people over here, they have tendency to grab, hijack, and they are like beggars who will beg for car, they'll beg for international visa, they'll beg for cash, money, and even they'll thug, or they'll scam, or they'll loot, they'll plunder, they'll steal also for others. So if something is basically destined for me or has come as a favor from international leadership, there are many thugs, scammers which will scam, and they'll grab it, they'll steal that, they'll say, oh no, we'll keep it, we'll deliver to the other person. So that's the case, folks. I just want to have you on the same page, that I have never taken anything. Okay, never taken anything from these thugs, these scammers, delivery agents of India, which are basically spineless, racist, fascist, rapist devils. They are pure devils, They will only work for the devils of India. They will not work for saints. They don't work for me. Neither do I interact with them, because in India it's advised that you never talk to the stranger who is around your house. So if you're talking to a stranger, you have to be a rapist or a racist, because a rapist can talk to a rapist. Most of the devils, who are around my neighborhood, I see strangers. You never know, they're marital rape people, or they are basically raping females, girls, and they can become a delivery agent. And I can sense from my sixth sense, my spiritual sixth sense, that I don't need to talk to them, because it's better to stay away from them, because you never know, you can get implicated if you talk to strangers around your neighborhood. So I've never talked to them, folks, and I'm the least abundantly available, visible person in India. I am very busy with my spiritual life. It's very hard for me to comprehend daily outside what is going nonsense, or many times they say b shit. So all this b shit, metaphor, morons, criminals. Perhaps international leadership is very pleased with their b shit. They like their b shit every time, and they they are siding with devils. They get befooled. Many of the international leadership become idiot, nincompoop, because these Indian scammers, thugs are very, very popular, and they can scam anyone, just about anyone. So folks, as you can see, I'm parking my car inside. This is my residence here, Villa 77 on Galaxy Urban Village. Just to let you know, I'm just giving you some more information, because the thugs, the scammers of India, they will make you idiots. They'll make you look like idiots and nincompoop always, because they are the best scammers, beggars, racist, fascist, rapist mindset. Marital rape people. India is having a big problem of marital rapes, I tell you, folks. Despite heated debate in Supreme Court of India, the marital rapes of India laws has not been made so far, so long. So, folks, that just tidbits. So you can see I'm parking my car here, and I'll be the one who will be basically closing the gate, so that I get my isolation, I get my spiritual time. Basically, it's spiritual time most of the time. So I hardly get 10% time to spend for outside world. I just report to you. That's part of my daily work routine, daily chores. So I keep reporting on the world events. I keep reporting on global events. I keep reporting on advising you or alerting you beforehand that earthquake or tsunami or some kind of Mother Nature wrath is around there, or something of major event is about to occur. I have already predicted you World War III in 2019. You can check my Tutor post, which was then known as Tutor. In 2019, October, September, I predicted World War III will start by May. So I predicted hashtag MAY 2020 WW3. So you already saw the fatalities of pathogens, so it's a world war. The pathogens were raging the war if there were not atomic bombs or nuclear weapons. So folks, this is my gift to humanity always, and this is all selfless service. It's not like I demand any car, cash, visa, females, girls, or international visas. I have never demanded. I'm not that person. India scammers maybe. So anyway, folks, we'll shift the topic, quickly jump to the main topic. As you are aware, India and Canada is having deep row, not only political but government, but also high-level delegation, government officials, all are in a row. Basically, it is spawning or coming from government of Trudeau and Quentin government, which is basically identifying and have identified India as a threat to Canada. Yep, India has been named first time in their cyber security, that India is posed as a threat to their government and their infrastructure, their IT networks and whatnot. The hackers of India have clubbed together, according to the intelligence of Canada, with Russian hackers, and they are basically trying to hack into the Canada systems, or they're going to make them basically dysfunctional. This is the intent they have discovered. So for the first time, Canada has put India in the list of China, Iran, Russia as the group of hackers which can attack Canada government site and cripple their infrastructure, basically to bring down the power grid of Canada. And this is assessment they have done, and they have highly credible intelligence from I5, I5 intelligence and I7 intelligence, which they always consult. And Canada is not just blaming in thin air or just out of dream. They woke up and they say, oh, India is involved in criminal cronies, diplomats are involved in criminal cronies in Canada. It is out of I7, I5 intelligence, folks. They always consult them, and then after consulting, they start doing the investigation further and put charges for whosoever the nation is. This time it's India. They have identified India as a potential key threat to Canada. So not only Canada is labeled, accused India of cyber threats against Canada potential, also they have labeled the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Yep, this person Amit Shah has been named by Canada government that he is the person who has been supporting violence, has been running the campaign of violence in Canada. They have directly accused the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. This is a big deal, folks. Canada has already shunted out, thrown away all India diplomats based on credible intelligence from I5 that the India diplomats are running criminal campaign, criminal networking in Canada. So this time they have labeled Amit Shah, which is Union Home Minister of India, directly indirectly involved in running violence campaign in Canada. Yeah, they have labeled him as a running violence campaign. So to which India, obviously state of denial, will obviously reject on the first saying or on the first citing. They will never go and do the investigation and say, okay, let's match the proofs and evidences. So anyways, they have protested in a big way. They have said that India has recently mentioned that their diplomats are under surveillance 24/7. So folks, for the first time, India is getting pinch of surveillancing their diplomats, getting surveillance. So far, India has been known to the world that they follow and troll people all around. They troll innocent saints, human rights activists, even in Canada. India government was very popular that diplomats were basically 24/7 surveillancing and trolling India or the human rights activists in US and Canada. But now when India diplomats are being trolled or being surveillance, that's the purported report. They have loud hue and cries. So this hue and cries is basically alarming the world nation that the nations can surveillance diplomats if they find that they are assisting with the adversaries like Russia. So last time, as you are aware, when Modi visited the US, when there was a press conference, there is one journalist, Sabrina Siddiqui, who is working for Wall Street Journal, and she's a journalist. She raised a question directly to Modi in the US in press conference that how Modi is protecting the human rights of ethnic minorities, basically Muslims, Sikhs, and Christian. To which Modi did not have any major answer, because obviously he knows they have shunted out Amnesty International and a lot of other human rights organizations from India. So they have no answer. They could not reply verbatimly or completely to the question of a Wall Street journalist named Sabrina Siddiqui, who asked a simple question to Modi that what are you doing to protect human rights of ethnic minorities, Christian, Muslim, and Sikhs in India. So folks, you got to be aware what is going around and who is doing deceit and deception, who is selling the snake's oil. You got to be very aware. You cannot simply take one person, because Modi could be a little right person. He could be a person who may not be directly involved in deceit deception in recent years, and he may be wearing white robe all the time or white attire all the time, but that doesn't mean the whole India is wearing the white attire or whole India is just like Modi. So you cannot just take one person like Modi and say, oh yeah, everybody may be like a Modi. So they are very different people. I keep reminding you all the time. Every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crime against humanity, truth tellers, and original personality as sjsrana. Just bear this in mind, whenever you're just talking anything about India. So, however, people have tendency to trespass. They have tendency to steal, rob, thug, scam. Belligerent on lies. They can tell lies after lies after lies. I tell you, the amount of lies I've seen in India, people speaking, is unimaginable. Cannot be comprehended, folks. You cannot compare America with India. You cannot compare Canada with India. There is no way. You cannot compare Sweden with India. You can never compare UK with India. The people over there have a consciousness and have conscience to basically stick to truth, no matter what it costs. But in India, people will speak lies just to kill the flies also. They'll do anything, they'll just speak lies just like that. They don't feel ashamed like, oh, they have been telling lies or they are speaking lies or they're spreading misinformation. They don't. They simply don't care. They keep talking about the God, the karma, and the India is the birthplace for a lot of religions. They keep talking about that all the time. But talking doesn't make a person saint. Mere talking. It has to be the practice. They have to practice truth in their life, and they have to adhere to truth. They cannot keep scamming around the whole world all the time and then claim, oh no, India is, we are the followers of the God. We are the original personalities or whatnot. So, folks, you got to be very aware. So this thing is going on. This thing is the brawl, you can say, or you can say the ball is rolling from both Canada and India, and they are in tussle. They are daily blaming each other. And recently, the Canada has basically restricted India immigration to the Canada. Yep, as you are aware, lot of people, lot of thousands and thousands and thousands of Indian aspirant, and basically they are basically begging for Canada visas. They're begging, literally begging. These people who have been begging Canada visa have now been restricted. Canada government has put a stop. However, India has nothing to do over here. India cannot put a stop on Canada because Canada is not barging into India or begging for India visa. Nobody begs for India visa, folks. I'll let you know. It is only India people mostly are seen begging for US, Sweden, UK, Europe, Canada, Australia visas. You can see the huge lines in your consulate. You can see them begging the visas. It's in tendency. Hi folks, so you're doing. This is sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana, reporting for October 27th, 2024. With a lot of events we have, reporting for oneworldpress.org. Yep, my same site for last 14 years, editor-in-chief for oneworldpress.wordpress.com, serving humanity for last 14 plus years. Yep, folks, we got a lot of topics this time. I'm going to break it down for you, and these are some important critical topics. But let's first take a look at the sun. So sun, as you can see, has come from the far east side to facing earth now. And as I told you, by Sunday, I told you 4 or 5 days before that by Sunday we should expect a lot of CMEs from sun. Yep, multiple CMEs and major X class flares from sun. I'm expecting. I predicted you already. My part is to alert the humanity, to awaken the humanity, rekindle the growth of compassion, and try to rebuild the networking of humanity, and try to expose the devils, the racist, fascist, rapist devils association of India. Folks, you got to be very, very alert now that India networking of criminal cronies is expanding like anything, and the racist, fascist, rapist devils of India, sex trafficking agents of India are spreading across the whole world. And before the sun could unleash the final blow to the earth, it's better we save the humanity, or else these racist, fascist, rapist devils of India are going to put the earth into abyss. So, okay, folks, very concerning topic. As I told you, first come first, we're going to look at how the US is reacting towards the India population explosion and their trespassing morons spreading everywhere. Yep, India is a nation known for trespassing morons also. Wherever they find a land, they'll grab it. I tell you, folks, wherever they find the land, they'll grab it. So, trespassing morons of India are spreading everywhere because they're exploding with the population, because of the marital rapes, Olympics gold medal distribution of India in bedrooms, washrooms, houses of India daily. It's the marital rape Olympics, and it's producing massive population of India. 1/3 size of China is having 1.6 billion population of India. So the trespassing morons of India, yep, they are shameless trespassing morons. They don't care. They just want to grab the land and enter inside. So that's the trait. That's another trait which world is coming to know now. And US recently has basically shunted out almost 90,000 India illegal immigrants to the US. Yep. This is a big, huge population. Always India is the largest population who's barging into US. Trespassing morons has the largest population trespassing morons of India. They are trying to grab land everywhere. So this is a warning generated from me to the whole world nations that you got to be very watchful of India trespassing morons. Okay, these people are belligerent. They are belligerent. They don't care. They don't care for other humanity. They only care for themselves. and they want to grab land everywhere. That's a big issue going on. So I've generated this warning alert for the whole world, and the nation leadership must take account of what trespassing morons of India are barging into their nation. Because recently there is a big spat going on between Canada and India after the Canada discovered that the India diplomats high level delegation were basically involved in criminal cronies, running criminal cronies campaign in their nation. So this is a big discovery, not a small discovery, and based on that, the trespassing morons of India are now being watched everywhere in all the nations across the world. You got to be very careful. They are going to make every attempt to trespass into your nation illegally. Apart from that, we also know that India is the largest and fastest growing sex trafficking industry. India human trafficking industry is the largest and the fastest growing industry. Okay folks, that is another thing which you must keep in mind. So the devil's deeds are always exposed someday, sooner or later. And we know India is the largest sex trafficking industry with over $100 billion USD in cash. Yeah, the India sex trafficking industry is so common that I see all around my neighborhood females are being trafficked, stored in some room across my neighborhood, and some devil, racist faces, rapist devil will pick and rape the female. And it's popular in India that you never know who's raping who in your neighborhood. Yeah, it could be the next house wherever I'm residing. Someone could be raping, a racist faces, rapist devil of India would be raping. You will never know, because in India you never know who is raping who in neighborhood. It could be marital rape, it could be liquor drinking husband forcing mouth sex on females of India. So okay folks, on the illegal morons, or you can say trespassing morons of India, the report is that this year, which is from 2024 to 2023 to 2024 September, US US DHS and US Border Security Patrol has discovered that almost 90,000 illegal Indians were trying to trespassing morons into the US, and they have caught them, deported them, and the big thing is they had a whole flight booked for trespassing morons of India. Yep, they had to book the whole charter flight to shunt down trespassing morons of India. Last year, trespassing morons of India into US figure was 96,000. Folks, above 96,000. This should be alarming, and it should be a warning to your nation. You got to protect from illegal immigrants from India, trespassing morons, that these people will grab land. When they enter, they'll grab everything. They're like a hungry beggar, trespassing morons. So Canada and India's spat is already into limelight. The world I-7 intelligence knows everything about what Canada is stating, and India, as usual, state of denial. Always state of denial. They deny anything, everything, and everything devil, racist faces they'll deny. They'll put Modi yoga head with the white clothes on, with the white robe, claiming that India is pure as Modi white robe, and his yoga is working to win Olympics gold medal everywhere. You saw how India performed in Olympics 2024 France, Paris, where India won 0 gold medal with Modi yoga. Modi yoga is very popular among Indians. So folks, you got to take a look at the devils. You got to take a look at the eyes of the devils, and you straight look in the eyes of the devil, you'll find the devils are spreading across their tentacles all across the world. Canada is alert. Canada is awakened now, and it's not going to buy India bullshit. Sorry, mark my words, but I'm giving you the facts for the devils. The racist faces devils of India are getting exposed now by Canada. Canada is not a small nation or a nation which is basically violating human rights. It's the nation respected among the UN, very respected nation. And when Canada is saying that it has to shunt out India diplomats from its nation, you can understand the trespassing morons tendency of India. So, okay, folks, this trespassing morons of India, the tendency is which I've always been alerting you that in my neighborhood I find the same trespassing morons. Wherever I reside, it was in Chandigarh, it was here in Jaipur. I have two residents here, as I've been telling you. I've seen these trespassing morons will always trespass. This is a basic tendency I find among India racist, fascist, rapist devils. They'll trespass. And it has been the case with lot many females who are suffering from the rapist India population, where they trespass into the houses of females and they rape the females and girls. I've seen India sex trafficking agencies, agents delivering females around my neighborhood vicinity always, as I've been alerting you. And the trespassing morons of India, racist, fascist, rapist devils of India, are always around my neighborhood raping females. Okay, folks, we jump on to another critical topic between China and India. China and India has been having dispute for a long time. Ever since China got independence and became free after 1949, it had already claimed that the India has been occupying its territories. So it's been right from very beginning. China has claimed after getting independence that India has been occupying territories of China, basically the Tibet. So all the borderline areas of India with China, there is a lot of areas which are covered by India, occupied by India. That's the claim of China. Okay, I'm not saying something from my side. It's whatever is there. I'm a messenger, folks. Okay, a messenger is a person who will deliver you the message. Okay, so don't shoot the messenger, because what happens is, as I limelight the Devils Association of India, the criminal cronies of India spreading across, they are basically always and always anti-humanity and anti-original personality as sjsrana. The state-sponsored terrorism of India is world known, world popular, and I have been suffering the state-sponsored terrorism for last ever since I landed from US, from North America to India, because they don't like the people who speak truth. I tell you the simple fact about India. They don't like the people who speak truth. They like people who spread lies, deceit, deception, trespassing morons. That's what India is mostly liking, those people, rapists, racist, fascist, rapist devils. No wonder India could never score a gold medal in France 2024 Olympics. It's no wonder to me. I already predicted way before. You can check my post oneworldpress.org. I predicted way before India will not secure any gold medal. And you will ask me why? How do I know they will not? Because Olympics gold medal cannot be secured by those people who are running deceit, deception, racist, fascist, rapist agenda all across and siding with devils. It is not based on lies, deceit, deception. That's a simple fact. No matter how much of strength you have, your strength will be useless against a person which is much less in strength against you, but he has truth. So the world, most of the world people, except India, is following the truthful path. But India, belligerent India, state of denial India, is always opposite of that. No matter how much of Modi yoga, the Modi yoga selling the snake's oil is not working. He has been selling snake oil since 2014. That come and join Modi yoga, and Modi yoga will make India perform better, strength, stamina, and world is laughing now on Modi yoga. So you got to see what the snake oil is they are selling. They're selling the snake's oil. And people are awakening now. China is awakened long before it had to fight a battle with India, 1962, because India wanted to fight the war with China. They say, oh, how can you attack us? How can you attack us? Because the attack was provoked by India. And because India was belligerent, that it want to occupy more and more land. As I tell you, the trespassing morons tendency is in their DNA. They want to grab the land. They don't want to have peace. They want to grab more and more land because they have population bomb explosion for the world. So what they're going to do? They don't have enough land. They're going to trespass. They're going to trespass into your nation. So that's what China knew in 1962. So it had to attack India to teach them a lesson. Oh wow. India learned the lesson. Ever since 1962, India has been folding hands against China, the mighty China, the God-gifted China. India has been folding hands. You can see always they will be folding hands. Yep, that's a metaphor for these metaphor morons who have been playing metaphor moron tricks around my neighborhood. You can see how they fold hands whenever they meet China. They know China is something they cannot ever win. They will always lose a war with China. Okay, this is my prediction. These people know the zero gold medal nation, India, knows they will never win against China. The only thing they will do is they will have deceit, deception. They'll do metaphor morons tricks. They'll do all this deceit, deception across the world, try to win over China, but still they can't. Because I bless China always. Because I myself have been victim of India's state-sponsored terrorism. Yep, India's state-sponsored terrorism on me has been there ever since I landed from North America to India in 2010. Not only the racist faces Rapist Devil Association of India. I tell you, they're having the largest clout, and I don't want to name the political parties, but you know the whosoever is a racist faces ruling political party of India. Yep, BJP is on limelight. The racist faces agenda is known to the world of BJP. So I tell you, these agents, their stooges, are basically anti-humanity mostly, because what they want to do is they want to kill the truth. They want to kill the truth. But these belligerent devils don't know that the truth cannot be killed. Three things in the whole universe cannot be hidden for long: sun, moon, and the truth. They want to kill the truth, folks, and that's not working for them. So they won 0 gold medal in Olympics. India had 275 or 250 plus delegates. They won 0 gold medal. The whole world is laughing every time. On the other hand, Pakistan had only 7 delegates and they won 1 gold medal. What a shame India brings to the whole world. And Modi Yoga, stamina, strength, performance. He is always speaking on top every Sunday, holding the mic and preaching India. Oh, my yoga is best. You know, my yoga is the best. So he is giving the mic every Sunday to brainwash the whole India on Modi Yoga. And he got 0 gold medal. Will he feel ashamed? Will he ever accept that yes, his yoga is not working? No. As I told you, India other name is state of denial. So folks, you got to be very aware of this BJP. For last 5-7 years, the BJP racist faces agenda is getting exposed to everyone. They're targeting Muslims, they're targeting the ethnic minority Sikh, they're targeting even Christians. Because they hate the humanity on the other hand. That's what has come forward. Otherwise, why would they have spat? Why would they always have arguments, or why would they always have communal violence with the people? That's what I want to tell you. You want to be very, very clear on the state agenda of BJP. So the state-sponsored terrorism of India has got wings now with BJP racist faces agenda is basically everywhere now, spreading everywhere. I have to speak the truth, folks, to you. Okay, we have enough proof, we have enough evidence that BJP IT cell has been working to basically cut down, is basically to tarnish the image of saints, innocent, original personality. These people are working behind the scenes. So I don't know, folks. My personal opinion, which I have observed, as you know, I don't side with any devils or racist faces agenda of India. I don't side with any pervert, pedophiles, or marital rape people of India. Many of the perverts who are raping females under marital rapes agenda. So as I keep telling you the truth, I find, that's my personal opinion, that ever since the BJP has come to power in India, the rapes of females of India has become more gruesome, more brutal everywhere across India. The Kolkata rape of doctor is not just single isolated incident of a female who was raped, a doctor, but it's widespread across the India. The BJP wanted to highlight only Kolkata rape because they want to demonize someone else. They are always in state of blaming someone else for their evil deeds. Well, if you ask me, or if you ask Google, who is having the highest rapes, which state of India is having the highest rapes, which religion of India is having the highest raping females, which religion of India, you have the answers, folks. I don't want to name it because that becomes too biased if I speak, but you got to search the facts by yourself. Which state of India is having the highest rapes, and who is the ruler of that state of India? So, folks, I limit my speech here because, see, I am a single man army. Let me tell you the facts about me. sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana, who has been reporting you the world events for last 14 years on oneworldpress.wordpress.com. I'm a single man army always. I get no assistance, I get no associates, I get no help from anyone. And you must be surprised, yeah, it's a surprise to me itself that how come I'm alive in India. For last 14 years I have been reporting the truth, but I am alive. It's by God grace. No one else is assisting me, folks, directly or indirectly. It's by the God grace because I'm speaking truth, and I don't fear that I'm speaking truth. Yep, the devils may be around, they may be in millions and millions in numbers, but against truth they'll all fall short. Just like a single matchstick can burn the whole forest, the whole woods, and a single tree generates millions and millions of matchstick. But one matchstick is required to burn the whole forest, whole woods, and that's the power of truth, folks. I want to tell you. So this is what Modi won't preach. Modi never preaches on his radio shows, talk shows that hey, folks, you got to be aligning with truth. You got to be winning gold medals by speaking truth, by living truthful life, not by deceit and deception. The yoga will not win the gold medal, folks. The world politics already know, the world leadership already know. Recently in BRICS, where India met China, even President Xi asked India, why you didn't win gold medal in Olympics France 2024? You have the largest delegation of Olympics representative. The Modi yoga was silent. Modi yoga was silent in front of BRICS leadership that why they didn't gold medal, why they didn't win gold medal in France Olympics 2024. So, folks, you got to do some introspection. I'll take a break here, a pause. Okay, folks, shifting topics on another major event which is lying ahead. I see that I cannot divulge the information because if I tell you the time and line, the India racist fascist devils will grab that information and they'll sell you, and then they'll ask that we want to rape females. Because this information, when they sell to you, they want to rape the females in my neighborhood. This has been going on for past 1 year relentlessly, and for past 10 years here and there, as I've been telling you. So the moment I predict, I tell they have 24 by 7 surveillance on me, state-sponsored terrorism of India. They surveillance me 24 by 7, I tell you folks. So anytime I speak any information which I want to help humanity, these racist fascist devils of India will grab that information and sell it to you, and they will ask you that we want to rape females now for this information. We want to rape females. We want to basically grab international visa because we are telling this information. From past 8-9 years, I've been giving you a lot of information heads up. I gave you in November, October 2019 heads up for May, #May 2020 WW3. Yup, the World War III will start. It started with pathogens, folks. It was the nature's call. The nature was giving you that, yes, he has said it right. So the World War III started with pathogens. COVID-19 had a lot of mutations because I predicted in October 2019, and my handle was on Twitter, sjsrana, at sjsrana. But the criminal cronies of Twitter, the hate mongers, the racist faces Twitter took off and suspended my account handle sjsrana. Twitter is now formally known as X, taken over by Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a very good personality, I tell you. He follows truth. He's a truthful person, and he's giving a lot of good things to the world. I want to always highlight good people. So follow Elon Musk, I tell you. He's a very good person, good-natured person, and he wants to follow truth, and he's following truth always. He's basically, unflinching devotions towards bringing humanity to the next level. So I would endorse Elon Musk. And if Elon Musk is endorsing Trump, now you wanted to ask this question, if he's endorsing Trump, then folks, that is his goodwill, and he's basically he's won the hearts of people. So he must be having something great in his mind. So okay folks, I want to tell you that just to be sure and don't fall for the deceit deception of India and racist fascist devils. The devil's army, racist fascists of India, are running around my neighborhood always, this sex trafficking business industry of India, and befooling the world leadership. So just to be clear again, that sjsrana has never taken anything: car, cash, money, lottery, international visa, house, property, females, girls, from rapists, racist fascist rapist devils, delivery agents. The metaphor morons, delivery agents of India, are one-man army siding with the racist fascist devils who are grabbing these things. So they are one. Okay, don't think they are two. They are one, they are in unison, and they are working as a racist fascist devils army of India. Perhaps working for BJP. Okay, I always cast doubt because I see things which people don't see. But I just tell you, it's my personal opinion. You can't challenge that. So, as you can see, the state-sponsored terrorism is quite evident. I know the world leadership. I want to thank them who have wished good for me, who have wished well for me, and they wanted to deliver this favor. They've always delivered it, but it hasn't come to me because the moment it enters India, the racist fascist devils, the rapist devils of India will grab everything. As I've told you, the trespassing morons want to grab everything of the world. The trespassing moron tendency of India is seen in the DNA. Because I keep telling you, repeating you, every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth tellers, and original personality as sjsrana. So the problem in the India people DNA, I'm saying 8 out of 10, in their DNA is that they're blatant liars. They'll lie just about anything. They'll run deceit and deception, world show selling the snake oil. So folks, on this war, World War III, as I've given you last 7-8 days heads up, and I've been telling you now World War III is alive. Okay, so far it was dormant because only Russia and Ukraine were fighting, but now it's become alive and a lot of nations will join in. I tell you, this is my prediction again. So we see Israel has pounded Iran again, and the only reason it did was very limited scope, isolated scope. It doesn't want to escalate it further. Even Israel doesn't want it, because I've been advising Israel that be very careful. Iran is not a normal nation. If you try to do too much overkill the things, then it will be very bad for Israel also. I feel bad about Israel. I really have solidarity about the people of Israel and Jews, where on October 17th, the worst thing of humanity could occur, which was unthinkable, unimaginable, cannot be comprehended, cannot be forgiven, cannot be forgotten. So I have solidarity with Israel and Jews for this reason. Then on October 7, 2024, the most horrific, barbaric event occurred in Israel. Yep, in the land of Israel. That's what the biggest problem is. In the land of Israel, there was a most barbaric, horrific event of the humanity, where not even the kids, 1 year old, 2 year old, breastfeeding kids, child, or you can say infant, were not spared. That's my problem. And that's where I stand against any army. I can stand against anyone, because we don't want to have that thing occur on planet Earth. Planet Earth is for everyone, but they have to be peaceful coexistence. It cannot be that some racist fascist agenda driving against the humanity. Hitler did something unimaginable, and he paid the price. Yep, it is not Jews or Israel who attacked Hitler. So that's not what the history tells, or that's not what the fact is. It is that Hitler had hate mongering against the Jews, innocent Jews, females, girls, child, elders, senior citizens, and he had to pay the price. Same, the biggest mistake done by these Hamas, or you can say Hezbollah, was attacking kids, infants, small girls, female child. That's the biggest blunder they did, and this cannot be forgotten.